Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 40 of the Video Games Ahoy podcast. My name is Jonathan Radford, and today I'm joined by Daf Gape.
Hiya!
Daf Weeks.
Hello!
And Zach Hamilton.
Hello.
I really enjoyed that. That was a nice change.
I've got a full belly and I'm ready to go.
I really enjoyed that. How are you doing, gents? How's it going?
All good, man.
Fine.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Yeah, Zach, how are you? More than anyone else, recovered from Friday.
Oh right, yeah. I took a lot of Celeste for me to calm down after that.
Nice. I if anyone hasn't seen it, by the way, we put a video up of Zach playing Resident Evil 7 in VR. That's gone up on YouTube, and it is terrifying. But
I haven't watched it yet because I watched some of the edits you did, and you were cutting out a lot of your laughter.
Yeah, it was.
But those are my favorite bits. Hearing you laugh about it.
Yes. Well, actually, when me and Daf Weeks were playing Apex Legends yesterday, and a chicken patty. She was just commenting on how much me and Dad, but me in particular, were just absolutely roaring with laughter. She's like, your laugh is ridiculous. I'm like, I know, I'm so sorry. She's like, don't apologize.
No, you have a very infectious laughter.
It's from my mum. It's absolutely from my mum. But yeah. Right. Should we have a little chat about the podcast, gents?
Go on, then.
Let's talk about the podcast. If you're listening to us for the first time, then hey, we are Video Games Ahoy, and if you know us well, then welcome back. How are you doing? I mean, I can't hear your response, but I'm assuming it's good.
Should we leave a silence like in
Yeah, how are you doing? That's great. That's great to hear.
Now, Espanol.
We put these episodes out every Saturday morning in the UK. I know a lot of people listen to us from the USA, so hello. I mean, I imagine I don't know when you listen to us, but it's hello, first of all. That's great. But we put them out every Saturday morning in the UK, and you can listen to us via the podcast hosting site of your choice. But if you want to see these deliciously dreamy faces of ours, then we're also on YouTube, so check us out there. And stick around, because we'll talk about the Patreon page at the end and what we offer over there. But as I always say, thank you to everyone that contributes. We are eternally grateful. Now let's get on to the news. Let's talk about the headlines. We're gonna try and get through lots of news topics today. So let's get to the headline stuff. I think the first thing we should discuss is Xbox, because they've had Microsoft, I should say. They've had a very interesting last 2 weeks. Some really positive stuff, and then some really baffling stuff. So let's just get through that. So first of all, Microsoft has released its latest earnings report for the financial quarter ending December 31st, 2020. And as expected, various areas of Xbox have enjoyed big increases compared to the same time the previous year, according to Fraser Gilbert of Pure Xbox. Basically, Xbox content and services revenue has grown by 40%. It's driven by first-party and third-party titles, as well as the massive continued success of the Xbox Game Pass. I mean, well, as we've said millions of times, we'll get Dav to comment on, Game Pass is it's pretty good. It's pretty good. This is also the first quarter in which the Xbox Series X and S sales have been factored in, resulting in a massive 86% increase in Xbox hardware revenue, despite the console shortages, which there have been lots of. Specifically, Microsoft have said there's huge problems, well, not problems, but issues that they're going to face over the next 6 months. This results in a 51% gaming revenue increase from Microsoft year on year, that is huge. I remember someone saying, I think I was reading yesterday, they've made 2 Bethesda's worth of money. I think they've made something like 13 billion or something along those lines, which is absolutely which tells you as well if they can do that. And I think Microsoft in general, because that's just for Xbox, Microsoft in general released their report, and it's I can't remember if it was like 40 billion or 40. I think it's 40 trillion or 40 billion. I can't remember which one.
How does that compare with previous years? Do we know?
Well, like I said, so year on year, where did I see? It's 51% more gaming revenue compared to last year. I mean, we know the reasons why. Obviously, 2020, a lot of people staying at home playing games, and because there's not much else to do. But the CEO, Satya Nadella, said that the launch of Xbox Series X and Series S was the most successful in our history, with the most devices ever sold in a launch month. He said, we are gaining console share as gamers recognize the value of our broader ecosystems. So yeah, that's another thing to talk about as well. It's the most successful console that Xbox has ever had. Obviously, it still doesn't compare to PlayStation, but it's still it's good. It's good news for Microsoft. I think they needed this after the last console generation where they didn't do so well. But yeah, there's one final thing I just wanted to chat about, and then we can have a broader conversation about Microsoft and all the good things that's been happening. Game Pass now has 18 million subscribers, whilst Xbox Live has around 100 million monthly users, which is nuts. 100 million monthly users is incredible. But yeah, some great stuff for Xbox and Microsoft. Daf Gape, as an ambassador for Microsoft and the and Xbox and Game Pass, how do you feel about this news?
How do I feel about this news?
Is it surprising?
No. Game Pass is a big moneymaker for them. And I have no reason to think they won't increase revenue year on year with Game Pass going as it is currently.
Yeah.
What surprises me is that there's 100 million people using Xbox Live monthly.
Yeah, I think and this is something we're going to talk about a little later on. I think that's to do with the fact that you needed to play online, don't you?
You do need to play online, but they also include PC and mobile users. So that is someone who has the Xbox app and is using cloud gaming.
Sure.
It also includes someone who's bought maybe an Xbox exclusive game that isn't on Steam, but on PC. That include them as well. So, but the fact that 18% of those people have Game Pass, they want to see that number rise to 100%. And they have a ways to go, and they've got some... They tried to do something in order to nudge people over to Game Pass recently, and then had to I don't know if you've got this.
Yeah,
that's
massively
turn around on it.
Do you want me to mention?
Yeah.
I'll mention that we can have a discussion about it. So this actually hasn't been the smoothest period for Xbox. It's been a good week, but last week was less so. They had to backtrack on a price increase for Xbox Live after it received a huge backlash for almost doubling the cost of its online service, and I think it annoyed a lot of people purely because a lot of people use it for stuff like Fortnite, for instance. I think Fortnite is free to use. You don't have to have a live...
Fortnite, Apex Legends, it's Rocket League.
Yeah, all that free-to-play stuff, you actually have to pay to use Xbox Live. So it's essentially not free in a sense. And yeah, Dav, like you said, it was... You are right, exactly what they're trying to do. They were trying to nudge people over to using Game Pass, but I just think it was so badly misjudged.
Yeah, so they increased the price of... Well, so a few months ago, they took away the 12-month gold thing. So you couldn't buy a 12-month gold subscription. And part of the reason for that is that, as it is now, if you have 3 years' worth of Xbox Live Gold stacked up, and you buy into Game Pass, they will convert that gold into Game Pass Ultimate for you.
Oh, wow.
So you won't have to pay for Game Pass Ultimate for the next 3 years. However... What people were doing was finding really cheap Xbox Live things, buying all those, then buying into Game Pass for £1, so saving hundreds of pounds or dollars.
Sure.
And there wouldn't have been a massive amount of people doing that, but that combined with Game Pass is the revenue thing that they can get an increased revenue on.
Yeah.
Xbox Live's kind of sort of run its course as to how they can make money from it.
Yeah.
So they were like, right, we'll raise the... Now we've got rid of the 12-month thing. We'll raise the price of the 6-month thing to the price of what the 12-month thing was, which is literally double.
Yeah, it's double.
And twice the price of what it costs for PS Plus, PS Now, PSN?
PS Plus. PS Plus. Yeah,
PS Plus.
Yeah.
So, and they were raising the 1-month cost by $1 and the 3-month cost by $5, I think, which then would have converted into whatever it would have been for the UK. But yeah, and then within 24 hours, they completely scrapped it. They're like, okay, we get it. Yeah. But we're sorry.
But whose decision do you think that was? Because it was a really bad idea. Because I get you are totally right. You completely understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to get people to move over. But it's not. All they were getting people. They're basically forcing people to do that by making them pay more regardless. During a pandemic as well, where people have less money, especially, I reckon a lot of those people, like I said, 100 million monthly users, like I said earlier, will people just playing Fortnite? Kids just not playing loads of things, will just be playing free-to-play games or whatever. It just seemed I don't know who it was. They clearly made a mistake. And to be fair, like you said, they've rectified that. They've gone back and said we made a mistake, which is good.
Interestingly, they wrapped into something that they were already working on in the background into the apology to be like, look, we're sorry, we'll reverse this, and also don't worry, all free-to-play games now don't need Xbox Live to play.
Yeah, which is good.
Which is something they were already working on, but they were like, oh, it's a chance for us to like
get some goodwill
like
back,
guys. Yeah, we need to get that back.
Yeah, but it is mad. It was very. I don't want to talk about it too much because ultimately, at least it would be a different story if they were just like, no, that's it.
If they stuck with it,
yeah. Like the fact that they straight away said we made a mistake, and you know what, I'm not. Yeah, I'm just interested to know who decided that. Like again, who decided to go? This is a good thing. This is going to get us a lot of goodwill, and it very, very well didn't. But yeah, that's enough Microsoft. Some good stuff in there though, and they seem to be doing great. Let's say doing great. We'll talk about Resident Evil because we did a little watch of Resident Evil Village, which will be releasing on home consoles. It's actually got a date, which is the 7th of May 2021, and a demo was released on the PS5, which I played, loved, and shit myself whilst playing. I would definitely check out either playing it if you can or watching me play it. I'm laughing at me because I did scream. But Zach, as a big Resident Evil fan, what did you think? What are your thoughts afterwards?
I don't know. I don't want to be negative, but I don't think we saw anything that we didn't already know. Basically, there's a lot of stuff about the big lady. Like, there's a lot of like memes about the big lady.
There is a lot of memes.
Of course, we haven't learned anything new. I don't think from that. They try, and we've talked about this already, but they did try to pitch crafting as a new mechanic. It's not a new mechanic. We played it on Friday, and they have crafting in it. And it's the same crafting as well. They were like, "Ooh, now you can make bullets and first aids. You can do that in Resident Evil 7." Anyway, like I say,
you do that in Resident Evil 1, mixing the herbs.
You can combine a green herb with a red herb and a blue herb.
Well, they were saying that they were bringing it back, and it was like, it's never gone anywhere. Like, it's been there the whole time. Making bullets was a Resident Evil staple that went away for 4, 5, 6, but it's back in 7. But it's not new to 8. Anyway, that's not to say it's going to be bad. I still think it will be good. It will still be scary and fun, and I'm guessing it's likely that they may do the PS5 VR, whatever that's going to be called. That may come out in the next few months to support that. And maybe one of the benefits probably be that I would hope they'll invest in making it VR from the ground up, because I do think it benefits big time from the VR, and it's not built from the ground up with the VR in the first place. But
how well? I mean, as someone who's played it in VR, how well do you reckon that? I don't actually know. But how well do you reckon that sold? Like, do you think people are really sold in the VR? Because I know a lot of people who like Resident Evil but are genuinely terrified of doing that in VR.
I don't know of anyone who played it on VR. It's just when I heard about there being a VR that I could have, because I knew I was never going to buy one for a PC. I don't have a PC that would run it, is the thing. A proper one. So I was like, okay, it's a VR that's accessible to me. And I was like, right, well, if I'm going to... And the VR thing has just been something I'm so obsessed with for so long. And I was like, if I'm going to play that, what would get me excited? And a horror game is definitely up there. And I think at the time, at least when I was discussing it, Resident Evil 7 was one of the few things that was made for it. But I don't know of anyone really at all who's played it in VR.
Isn't it the case that the VR mode comes in the game? Like, you don't have to get a separate Resi 7 VR?
Yes. Well, because you switched, didn't you? Yeah.
If you buy... I feel like you have to buy the VR version and then you can play either.
Oh,
but I feel like maybe it probably came with a free update, because I didn't get it when it came out, was the thing. I got it a few years on. So probably it was just a free update, I think.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah. I mean, it did look great, though.
Like I say, I think Resident Evil 8 will be very good. I think it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot more... If you liked Resident Evil 7, I'm guessing it'll be... More of Resident Evil 7, which is great. But I'm not like... I don't think it's going to be some big innovation. I think it's going to be just more.
It is interesting, though, because they do seem to do it in threes almost. The first 3 games were the fixed, like the fixed camera in the room, or as it were, like looking down, and the next 3 were over the shoulder, and then these 2 have been first person. So I do wonder if it will come full circle. Do you reckon they'll ever go back to doing that fixed camera view like in the first games? Would it benefit from that, or do you think that it's kind of like over-the-shoulder camera view has kind of just taken that away a little bit?
Well, I mean, the reason that existed in the first place was just based on limitations, because they can do pre-rendered backgrounds and then only have to render the character models, which is why the Resident Evil 1 remake looks so good to this day. It looks stunning. And I think a lot of people are still very much in love with that, but it is much more slow-paced for a modern audience. And I think the limitations, obviously, are no longer there. I mean, if you play the Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 3 remake, they still have a lot of atmosphere. I enjoyed
3 make then, just saying. I enjoyed 3 make.
3 make, yeah. They have a lot of atmosphere. They're very polished. They look good. They're still full of nice scares, and they're great. I don't think there's a huge benefit to going back, except for for the sake of a bit of nostalgia. You know? But then again, the Resident Evil 1 remake, Resident Evil 0, they're not going anywhere. I think it's a shame that we won't get. I don't think we're going to get a 2 and 3 remake in that style, in the same way that 1 and 0 were made that way. But I think if you're a hardcore fan, you probably will enjoy the new style as well, because as we were talking about when we were playing, like there's so many callbacks to the old style, and there's so much stuff that still makes perfect sense. I mean, for instance, the mechanic of picking up an item and then having to inspect it in order to find the actual true value of it. That's such a Resident Evil staple. So if you're really interested in the Resident Evil thing, then the new ones will probably scratch that itch. If you're not so familiar with the Resident Evil thing and you want to have a go of those, well, 1 and 0 are going nowhere. You can get them very, very cheap on, what are they on? They're on GameCube, Wii, PlayStation, Xbox. They're on everything. You can get them for pretty cheap these days. So
I think what was to say Resident Evil 2 as well, like the remake for that has had ridiculous reviews.
It's great. It's really fun. So, I get it. Like it doesn't feel super actiony the way that 4, 5, and 6 do. In spite of using those same mechanics. Yeah. They're not as hard. I don't think there's not so much management going on. But I actually appreciate that nowadays. 'Cause, we've talked about this a lot. I just don't have time to throw into really, really difficult games. And also, life's stressful enough without having to manage your ink ribbons. Jesus.
I mean, bloody ink ribbons, man.
The bloody ink ribbons, they really, it's too much. It's too much for me. To be fair, actually, Resident Evil 7 has a hard difficulty where you get limited saves and stuff. So.
Oh, wow, really? I didn't know that.
Well, so we played it on easy, but then there's normal. I think there's hard, and then there might be a fourth hard difficulty.
One of my favorite things about the stream on Friday was just how confidently you'd be like, no, this is easy.
We're playing easy. I'm not playing harder than easy. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I think because I played it on easy. I played it on easy. Well, my brother played it on easy when we were playing it together, and I was just like.
No, it's too terrifying, man. Too terrifying.
It's too much.
All right, let's move on to Hitman. Hitman 3 released last week, and I announced that it's the biggest digital launch in the franchise's history, which is amazing. It's had incredible reviews as well. I know Dav's been replaying Hitman 1 or 2. Dav, have you been playing recently?
Hitman 1 in Hitman 2.
In 2, yeah, because you can play. That's why I'm probably just going to wait to buy 3 so I can just. Yeah, you got to buy all 3 of them, and you got to
you have to have 1 and 2.
Yeah. But so that's Hitman 3. Great reviews, awesome, fantastic. We're not going to talk about that though. I was also revealed information on the upcoming James Bond game they're working on, with studio head Hakan Abrak stating that they're making their own build of James Bond from scratch. The quote reads, "We've been allowed to make our own digital Bond, which will not lean on any Bond actor. We also came up with a completely original story, and you could easily imagine that a trilogy could come out of it." I'm going to go to Daf Weeks as our basically as a massive fan of GoldenEye. Do you think a James Bond game has ever come close to being as good as GoldenEye? Do you think this would be the best chance?
This is a really good chance. Here's the thing, right? Even I would argue, right? GoldenEye isn't a great Bond game. It's a great game and there's great multiplayer, but Bond is so much more than just a shoot 'em up. If any, I would argue it's not even a shoot 'em up. Bond has shootout sections, but he's a spy. He's not a soldier. You know? So Hitman feels like so much like a better link. If you had to pick a genre for Bond, I think that is a much closer thing. You know? I mean, I know everybody hated the Mission Impossible game on the N64 and it's been ridiculed a lot.
I love that game for being...
But I loved it, and what I liked about it was that it felt like a spy game, not a fighting game, not a shooting game, you know?
I was just love putting faces on in that game. Sorry,
yeah,
it was just
the best level in that game was the one when you're in the big banquet, like fancy pants tuxedo event.
Yeah.
Not the shooty bang bangs.
No. Official titles of this game.
Shooty bang bangs, yeah. So, you know, that kind of thing, the idea of following the actual spyness of a spy film sounds much more of a better fit.
Yeah, taking like how they've made Hitman and how they've molded it into this really great series as well. Taking that and just throwing Bond on top, but they're allowed to do whatever they want with it. I think
it's a great idea
because I think they
the issue I have is that the Bond films are rubbish.
No.
They're like extremely dated nonsense. Like,
are you talking about the new ones?
Yeah, well, I mean, the old ones are troublesome, but we won't get into that
for different reasons.
Yeah.
Not even that different, to be honest.
Oh, really? I haven't seen one since 2002. I'm just assuming.
Casino Royale was fun, but
that was great,
and Skyfall, to be honest. But the last one or two have just been like, I don't know, they feel like something from 40 years ago. Like a really archaic structure of like how women should be seen and how big, strong white man comes and saves the day and is just an absolute chauvinist arsehole. And I hope IO put a bit more of the funny side of Bond. Because there's a lot of goofiness in the Bond films, and that's like really enjoyable. And they know Goofy better than most studios.
Yeah.
So I hope we get a goofy Bond, and maybe less arsehole Bond that we get in the films.
Would you like it to be more like a Roger Moore?
Roger Moore, just
like,
thinking that
campy 70s, 80s kind of affair, as opposed to a Daniel Craig gritty.
Yeah, again, I don't
but
want
without
it to be
the
like
misogyny.
any Bond film that's ever happened.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. It's interesting that they're not associating it with any of the actual Bonds. They're doing their own original design. I mean, presumably it'll be all mocapped. It'll be very interesting to see what they can get away with, because if they nail the story, it'll hopefully have an impact on the film series.
So Barbara Broccoli was the main producer of the James Bond series. Didn't want to make another Bond game. She was just saying that the last load of games. To be fair, there have actually been some really good James Bond games. I mean, outside of GoldenEye as well. Nightfire is great. Agent of Fire was really good as well. Like, there has actually been some legitimately fun Bond games that weren't GoldenEye.
GoldenEye for the Wii.
GoldenEye for the Wii, that one as well. But seriously, I think it's interesting because they went and said, this is our vision, this is what we think, and I think based on what I've never played a Hitman game, and it's a big shame of mine because they look like so much fun, and I'm definitely going to get Hitman 3 eventually, not right now, but down the line I'm going to get that and replay 1, 2, and 3. But it does, from what I've read and from what I've seen, it does feel like they might be able to capture the vibe of making a modern Bond game rather than just making it like Dav has already explained, like the old stuff, making something new and fresh, would just be really cool, I think. But yeah, anyone want to add anything to Bond?
I just want it to feel like a product of the year it comes out, and not like really dated with really archaic values. Like, this is their chance to like regenerate the Bond franchise into like modern settings with modern values, whatever those values they choose to show. Just make it feel fresh and not offensive to a lot
Well,
of
I
people.
think it would also just be, even if they muck it up, it would be much more fun to see them go for something fresh, as you say,
Yeah.
fresh and wrong,
Yeah.
rather than like stale but competent.
Yeah.
100%.
It is interesting though, because like you can definitely tell with Bond, it's hard because you see they want to hold on to their roots so much, but their roots is like 1950s, 60s, like Cold War spy era where everyone's the bad guy basically. We just happen to think that ours is the good guy. It's
As long as they're foreign, they're the bad guy.
yeah, exact. You know what I mean? It's exactly that. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they play
But
it.
computer games never do that, so it's fine.
Never.
I mean, I'm not saying computer game stories are any better than Bond.
All right, I'm gonna fly through these next stories, gents. So bear with me, but some of them are gonna be quite interesting. This is kind of a sad one, and I guess we'll have a quick comment about this. But Brendan Sinclair of GamesIndustry.biz has reported that sadly, Vicarious Visions has merged into Blizzard and will be fully dedicated to Blizzard titles going forward. If you don't know who they are, they actually made the remakes for the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 that have recently come out. Both had really good reviews, so it seems really bizarre. However, it's been speculated that they could be working on a Diablo 2 remake, though there's obviously been no confirmation yet. Of the devs, do either of you want to say anything about them not making number 3?
Does that mean no Tony Hawk 3? Is that what we're saying?
Not
Definitely
from them.
not from them, which is
I'm
a shame.
upset. Tony Hawk 3 is the best one.
Zach, you stated
Yeah.
this. I do you know what? I think they're gonna have to make the game now. They're gonna have to make the game just purely so you can prove to the guys that it is better than 1 and 2. Like, it's better.
No. Okay,
It's
so
better.
I don't know about the remakes, but it is the best one because it introduced the revert, and the revert makes it so that you can
that
do
is
proper
true.
combos.
The revert is in Tony Hawk's
Yeah.
1 and 2 remake.
Well, exactly. So
reintroduced
exactly.
it.
So that's actually that actually makes me want to play 1 and 2. I still haven't played it. I actually makes me want to play 1 and 2. But 1 and 2, I don't want to play the original 1 and 2
Yeah,
because
there's no
reverts
point.
and manuals are so. I mean, manuals are in 2, but
Yeah, but the revert
Yeah.
manual combo
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
I abused the hell out of that.
yeah, because it's so perfect.
the only way to win, man.
It honestly, it makes the game so like it perfects the flow state. Like I think that's such a. Anyway, whatever.
But yeah, it's just a shame really that we know because they did such a good job, as the two devs have said previously. They did such a good job making
Such a
1 and
shame.
2, and it's a shame from the sense that they're not going to make those games anymore. But at the very least, EA didn't shut them down. At least they're all continuing to work. So at least there's that. And who knows? Maybe they could be moved back after they've made a Diablo 2 remake. We don't know.
But couldn't Blizzard just be like, all right, go make Tony Hawk 3, make us money?
It seems like a really obvious moneymaker.
it
Surely.
Well, the
They've
thing
made
is-
2 games,
it could
and
be.
they've been really well received. Surely it's going to be net gains for making a third.
My thinking is that because they've built the framework for 1 and 2,
Yes.
they can give it to a smaller team
Yeah.
to make 3 and get Vicarious Visions, who are clearly extremely talented at making remakes, onto a game that they think is going to be a moneymaker, which is
Right.
Diablo 2, which had a massive following. Like it's clearly a moneymaker to make Diablo 2 if that is indeed what they're making. And good luck to them. I don't have too much interest in Diablo 2. I played so much Diablo 3. I'm kind of Diabloed out still, and I haven't played that game for over 5 years. But good luck to them.
Yeah,
But I'm personally upset.
yeah.
And
I
my
would
feelings
actually-
matter, Johnny.
It actually wouldn't be that hard it would be very kind of difficult for a small team to muck it up because all they have to
Yeah.
do is recreate the levels and then just not fuck up the hitboxes. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, have
Because
you
all
seen
the
Tony
mechanics
Hawk's
are already
5?
there. Tony Hawk's 5.
And
I
a
looked
small
at
team
reviews.
can definitely mess up a Tony Hawk's game.
Yeah, I looked at reviews for that recently, and they are not good.
Well, no, but that was built from the ground up. Tony Hawk's 5, wasn't it?
Sure.
Barely. It was cobbled together.
Barely.
All right, so gents, we're gonna have to move on. But I'm gonna just so I can get through some of these stories. A new Knights of the Old Republic is reportedly in development outside of EA, which means BioWare.
Yes.
No BioWare, who made
might
the
be
original
good.
game. Exactly. Though we don't know at this stage who it's being made by, numerous reports have leaked. Notably, Jason Schreier also spoke about a new Knights of the Old Republic game. But we'll just have to keep an eye on who ends up being given the task to create the next game in the series. But it's not EA, and therefore not BioWare.
I have a guess.
Yeah.
I can't remember their name, but the team behind Divinity Original Sin and Baldur's Gate 3.
That's a good shout.
Larian Studios.
Yeah,
I reckon they might be headhunted
That's a
to do
very,
that.
very, very good shout. As I said last week, sadly, we're going to keep hearing more and more of this, but the Lord of the Rings Gollum has been delayed from its originally planned 2021 launch window to 2022. That with Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings keep following each other. So that's going to be... Both of those are going to be going to 2022.
Probably for the best.
Have we seen anything from Gollum?
Mate, Gollum looks bad.
Oh, it does look... It's going to be on the Switch, so I'm interested to see just what it's like.
It's obviously going to be bad then.
Yeah.
It looks chunky.
Yeah. So let's move on. So I'm going to ask you a question, okay? So this is the Japanese charts. Okay? Top 30. I want you to guess very quickly how many games were made on the Switch in the top 30 of the Japanese charts. Daf Gape, have a guess.
26.
Zach?
Sorry, I misheard the question. What?
So in the Japanese charts, out of the top 30 best-selling games, how many of them are for the Nintendo Switch?
Of 2020.
This is the most recent one, so this is literally this is
30.
just So Zach saying
All
30.
30.
Daf Weeks?
It's got to be most of them. 28.
It's 28. Bang on.
Wow,
It's exactly
okay.
28 of the entire top 30. The entire top 20 is Switch games, and 28 out of 30 are on the Switch.
What are the ones that are not?
I
Ghost of
actually,
Tsushima.
I actually don't know. I haven't got it in
Ghost
front
of
of me.
Tsushima sold super well in 2020, so I'm assuming that's still up there. And I think Miles Morales or Demon Souls, one of those two, I think sold really well as well.
Oh, it
last
could
year,
be
so-
Demon Souls, actually.
Yeah.
They did... I think that did go down well.
But yeah, it's just it just proves how unbelievably well Nintendo is doing in Japan right now. 28 out of the top 30 games, and the Switch again is just selling like crazy. And obviously a lot of that is to do with the fact that the PS5 and the Xbox are not easy to get hold of. But yeah. And finally, news for Daf Gape. The New York Video Game Critics Circle has managed to get Xbox President Phil Spencer to personally sign an Xbox Series X on the 10th annual New York Game Awards, and you can bid on it on eBay. All the donations go towards helping their non-profit to continue its good work in underserved communities. Dav, I'll send you the eBay link.
Well, they asked me to sign it, but I told Phil, I said Phil might be better, so I gave Phil a call. I'm like, mate, you might want to get on this.
Phil Z! Oh!
Oh, pieces up.
But yeah, that's all going to a good place, which is great. That is the news. Should we talk about games we've been playing? Does anyone want to go first?
Yes.
Okay, Taff, because no one else
Rattle
does.
some off. Little Nightmares expansion. I played all the DLC in one sitting. So I played Little Nightmares in one sitting. The next week I played Little Nightmares DLC in one sitting.
Oh wow!
A little bit of jank in there,
Ooh,
but
how would you
my
rank that, Jank?
heartstrings were pulled. That jank, I would rank it A-. Yeah, a bit jank, but my god, such a cool story in the DLC that like ties in with a moment that happens in the main game, and it's so worth playing. The DLC I got for like less than £8 on greenmangaming.com. Man, like seriously, everyone needs to play that game and the expansion. It's so good.
Yeah.
What else have I been playing? I completed Tetris Effect Connected on expert mode. That was really fun. That game is incredible. I'm now in the top 5% in the world on Score Attack, by the way. Just letting you know. Top 3,000 people in the world. Just saying. What else have I been playing? I've been playing some Slay the Spire. That's what I'm talking about today. Slay the Spire. Wow, this game just hit Game Pass. And is...
Daf Weeks, where's your notebook?
Yeah, your notebook's not here.
I didn't bring it today, you know. So far this episode, I would have already wasted a lot of things.
I was going to say, I've been keeping my eye out this episode, and we've had a lot.
Yeah. So, Slay the Spire is a deck building game. So
Right.
you start off with 10 cards, 5 attacks, 5 defense,
Sure.
and then throughout you go battles and you do act after act after act, and you can gain cards and you can manipulate your deck in different ways, and you get different powers and runes and all the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
This game is so addictive. I think in 3 days, bear in mind I work 9 to 5. In 3 days, I've hit at least 9 hours.
I mean, what a way to make a living in it, Dev.
Well, you know,
Hey.
me and Dolly, we've got to do something. And it is just sensational. It's so addictive. in the worst way. Like, I messaged Alice, my significant other, to be like, download Slay the Spire right now. So she did, and then later on in the day, I was like, so what are you up to? She sent me a photo of Slay the Spire, and I was like, yes!
I got you.
This game is incredible. If you don't have Game Pass, don't have an Xbox, I think it's like £8 maybe.
Yeah, it's not
maybe
much.
more, maybe less. I'm not sure, but it's not much. And like, it is so much greater than its first glance. You look at it and you go, oh, it's just a card game thing. It's like, it's not. It's so much more than that, and it's so great. I just can't. If you like card games like Dominion and like sort of living card games and anything like that, this game should be on your radar. You've probably already played it if you like those games, but man, this game, I'm addicted.
Amazing. Yeah, great, awesome. Anything else, Stav, you want to say?
Slay the Spire.
I thought you were going to say Game Pass and just end it there. All right, Daf Weeks, Zach, do you have anything you want to add? Anything you want to talk about?
I guess what I've been playing mostly is Apex Legends, trying to get better at it, and we had a little stream of that. Good fun.
Oh my god.
Get those dubs.
Yeah, just, good laugh, and it's very addicting, and I know it. I've spent too much time on it now because I earned enough in-game credits to be able to buy another legend. I was like, oh god, I've clearly played this too much. Okay.
Who are you getting?
I've got crypto.
Ooh, you're going to save up and get the new character they're bringing out for Season 8? Or Pyro.
Literally have no idea. Literally no idea that there's more people coming. Maybe. I don't know. I'll be honest, I'm trying to curb it now because I realised, okay, this is getting a little bit much.
You're getting too enthusiastic.
Yeah, I need to get more productive with my life at the moment.
I knew I could tempt you last night when we were playing it, but there was a few moments last night we were playing which I just could not stop laughing at this morning. I was just reliving all of the there was that one moment in particular which I sent you a video of last night where we were just casually walking down. Oh, let's jump in the car. We turn around. There's 5 people running at us. We just start fucking screaming like
jumped
madmen.
in the car and legged it.
Jumped in the car and legged it away.
Did a getaway.
Oh,
it was very
God.
funny.
It was good.
So yeah, there's that. That's cool. Also, that's taken most of my time. So I suppose the only other game I kind of want to mention was a game I downloaded off Apple Arcade on my phone. And it's called
Nice.
What the Golf, and it's really stupid.
Yes, what the golf.
What the Golf. So it's a stupid little kind of mini golf putting game, but it's stupid. It's really stupid. So
Love it.
every level kind of changes something up, and it's always a bit surprising and all a bit silly. You realise very early on what kind of game it is, because literally the tutorial level, you go to hit the ball, and then instead of the ball flinging, the golfer character flings himself across.
Brilliant.
And you realise, oh, I'm flinging the golf, and it just gets stupid from there. And then suddenly, you're flinging cars, and then you're pulling, and then you're actually pulling the stage, not the golf ball, and it's really stupid. It's so stupid. And you know what? I love a bit of stupid sometimes.
Right, that's the title of the show.
I love a bit of stupid sometimes. So yeah, What the Golf. If you got I wouldn't go out of your way and get Apple Arcade, but
But what the golf is on most systems. It's on PC. I think it's on Switch as well.
oh, there you
What the
go.
Golf, man, so fun, isn't it?
It's not. Yeah, no, I'm not going to go out of the way and say it's a brilliant game, but I was just quite surprised by how much I was surprised.
Surprised by how much you were surprised. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty stupid. So stupid.
I really would love everything you've just said to be put into a review that's written down and stuff. It's
There
just
we go.
stupid. It's stupid. I love it.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, it's really stupid.
And even just watching it on YouTube is probably enough for most people. Just appreciate the stupidity, get on with your life.
Amazing. Just one quick question before we move on. You doing well in Ghost of Tsushima? You doing okay? Have you continued playing it or?
A little bit, but I'll be honest. This week has been an Apex kind of week. I'm gonna jump back on it now. Now that I've realised, now I've got crypto and I play with him a few times. I'll go back to Ghost.
Does anyone else ever feel guilty when playing a multiplayer game, thinking, "Oh, there's a story somewhere I could be cracking through"?
All the time.
Every game on
All
Apex,
the time.
"Oh, I could be making progress in Dragon Quest right
Yeah.
now."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Apex just feels like filler. It fills an empty time in my day, but I'm not achieving anything by doing it. I'm not learning a story. I'm not getting emotionally engaged.
You could be playing a stupid golf game.
That is a
I could be
commuting game
playing
at
stupid
best.
golf right now.
You got to do something when you poo.
Hey.
Exactly. Oh, it's a great pooping game.
What's the only thing I would say?
That's the title.
That is a great pooping game. We've one-upped ourselves already. It's a great pooping game. So the only thing I would say when it comes to multiplayer stuff is that like I like last night playing with Dev, I was really happy. I could happily done that, but I think again I said this, playing on my own, 100%. I'd be like, oh, I could be doing something else. But I think I really enjoy playing games with you guys. It's too fun. It's a pooping kind of game. Great, awesome. Zach, got anything you want to talk about?
I haven't played very much this week. It's been busy. But did I talk about Plants vs Zombies yet?
You did not.
No.
I've been playing that for the past couple of weeks on my phone because you can get a free version on your phone now. It has ads, and people are not always happy about that. I don't care about ads because whatever.
It's
I
free.
got time. And if I'm playing it, it's because I'm filling time anyway. You know what I mean? I'm not playing it like on a console or whatever. So I just don't play it on my phone. And I played it in 2012. Probably even that was a while after it came out. I feel like it came out in like 2009 or something.
God, was it 2012?
No, I think it was
No, way before
2009.
that.
I was going to say, like, sure.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought that's what you were saying. I thought you were saying it came out in
No,
2012.
I
and you
played it
thought
in
about
2012.
Right, sorry.
Just
Yeah,
by
yeah.
chance.
Right.
It's all right. It's colorful. It's cute. It's very easy. That's the only thing is like it's a nice game and it's got some nice mechanics. I just wish it was a bit harder because you can't lose. You you would be really pushed to lose a level.
Right, there's a few hard levels right at the end, though, I seem to remember. Like, if you don't put your placement right, you're screwed.
Kind of, but basically the whole strategy is just put sunflowers at the back and then put anything that shoots in front of
Yeah.
that.
The strategy doesn't change from level to level. does it?
Sure.
It doesn't,
Sure. But
and
it's still great, though.
it's still. This is the thing. It's still very satisfying. I've still played quite a lot of it in little gaps. So I think if you've got little moments, where you just want to fill some time on your phone, great.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it's not on Switch. Like Plants vs Zombies. It seems weird that it's not.
Yeah, didn't they do a first-person shooter at one point?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they did.
Several. Third person.
Yeah.
Third person was it?
Really fun. Really? Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Really fun. Like,
Ooh, I'm surprised.
genuinely interesting mechanics and good, varied gameplay.
Wow,
Can we
okay.
can we mention for a second though what an absolute travesty it is that it didn't get to use its original name? Do you know what its original name was?
Go on.
No.
Lawn of the Dead.
Oh my god.
Come on,
That
that's
is-
brilliant.
that-
But you know,
Oh my God, that's a much better title.
That's a way better title.
George Romero wouldn't let them have it.
What?
Yeah, because it's. But weirdly, they did let Shaun of the Dead exist, but no Lawn of the Dead.
Yeah, which one is
a great
more
name.
of a conflict of when a movie versus movie or video game for kids versus
Yeah,
movie?
and Shaun of the Dead is like a direct piss take of Dawn of the Dead. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
supposed to make fun of it, whereas Plants vs Zombies is just like absolute nonsense.
I'd
like, it's
assume
just...
as well he would have made way more money if he'd sided with that as well. Because
Yeah, I guess though at that point, I
Yeah.
don't know if he needs money,
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
but
Also, there's a good chance initially they were just asking and not offering money.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. That's true. They probably just went with it. In fact, I
Yeah.
bet you that's what happened. They just went Lawn of the Dead, and then they got in trouble.
They got let.
like they
It's
didn't
no.
ask. They just did it.
Yeah.
They got a cease and desist, and they were
Yeah.
like, okay.
Let's call it. And then they were like, it's chipping today. What do we call it? Plants vs Zombies. Because that's a crap title, by the
It's
way.
terrible.
Like for a solid game, it's a crap title.
Have you played Octogeddon?
No,
I think that's a no.
Octogeddon is the most recent game made by the creator of Plants vs. Zombies. And it's the same principle as things shooting stuff at things that not want to be shot at. Except
Okay.
you're an octopus, and you have different legs that you can attach, and you're rolling around through the world, shooting at all the monsters that come at you. And the arms can be lobster claws or chickens that shoot eggs at their mouths. And it's like on Steam for like a $5 or something. It's very silly and it feels like a game that's been made by the creator of Plants vs. Zombies.
Is it good?
nice.
Yeah.
It is as good as Plant vs. Zombies.
Okay.
Almost.
Is it a good pooping game? Is that what we're saying?
I reckon that would be a phenomenal pooping game.
A lot of pooping games coming out today.
Yeah, a lot of pooping games. Zach, anything else you want to add?
No, I honestly, I really haven't played very much this week. That has been the most, apart from streaming, that's been the most games I've been playing.
So I have been playing a pooping game, and that is Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS. It's been really fun. It's weird because I obviously never played Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS because I didn't have one until this year. It's been really nice going back to play some of the levels. The one thing, like, in one sense, it's a brand new Mario Kart game for me, which is really fun, obviously trying to get used to so many levels. But it is kind of weird because the Mario Kart 8 reuses a lot of the same levels from 7. So I'm playing on levels I already know, and I'm just, like, flying through them, and, like, the rest of the people are just, like, way behind me and going, oh, okay, I know how to do this level. But
You mean to tell me that Mario Kart 8 isn't 100% original?
No. But what was really fun as well, actually, it was really fun replaying some of the Wii levels that I haven't played in a long time. Like Coconut Mall? Coconut Mall. That's a really good fun one. There was a really good one as well, which I've never actually played before because it's on the DS and I never played Mario Kart on the DS. I think it's Waluigi Pinball. That's a good one. That's a great level.
It's on the original DS one.
So much fun that
Great
was.
music.
And it is crazy because it looks as good. Like it looks as good as the Wii in the Wii game. I mean, it's obviously not as good, but it does make you realize how much of a step up the Switch is. When I'm playing Mario Kart 8 and I'm playing Mario Kart 7, there's a big difference. But it still plays really great. The only thing I would say is I really can't play it for long because pressing buttons on the 3DS is really hard after a while, especially because like you have to hold it like this because you're using the R and the L and all. You have to keep your hand like that, like holding the A down the entire time. My thumb just starts cramping, so I can only do like one like set of 4 courses, and I'm like I can't for another 20 minutes because my thumb is killing me. But it's still a great game, and that's more to do with the 3DS than the actual game itself. But yeah.
Are you rinsing through the single player?
Yeah, I'm going through the single player. So at the moment, I'm doing 50cc, and it's so slow. But I have to do it. I want to try and get. Obviously, I want to try and get all the titles. I want to get like 3 stars across everything as well. So like,
have you lost any races yet?
No.
I can't imagine. I imagine you're lapping people at 50cc.
It's ridiculous. Like I often get. Like,
it is ridiculous.
I get 2 blue shells every race leg, and it's just and like one time I got a blue shell, then a red shell, then I hit something, and no one was. People were still nowhere near me, and I was like, okay, well I'm quite far ahead. But I'm looking forward to playing it in 150 because that's going to be a lot of fun.
I feel like that might
battle mode as well.
Is it good?
Mario Kart's DS battle mode is amazing. Right. I can't remember Mario Kart 7. But
7, I think, only has 2 modes.
But 7 is incredible.
It's good. It is good. I really am enjoying it. I was gutted because like when I first played it, I bought it from someone on eBay for like tenner, which is amazing. And but it came with all of the trophies won. I was like, oh no, how do I get? Like I didn't know that you could get rid of it because like it doesn't give you an easy option to go erase data. You have to like press some buttons as you're loading into the game, and then it's like, do you want to delete all these files? And I obviously sheepishly going yes, hoping to God that it doesn't delete Fire Emblem for fear of death. But no, it deleted the files, and I'm starting again, and I'm really enjoying it. Really, really enjoying it. I think it's making me miss like the anticipation of having a new game, and I think it's time for a new game with Star Fox.
Mario Kart 9 Triple Dash.
Ooh, Triple Dash.
Actually, to add on to that, actually, I actually played Double Dash this week. I'm really sorry, Dan. I just didn't enjoy it as much. Like, it's a great, like, I love it, but it doesn't control as well. Like 8 is so like.
While you took your headphones off, he said it was called Double Trash. He said double trash.
I did. Double trash. I mean, I'm not as
Mario Fart, double trash.
Mario Fart. You've got another title for the podcast. That's the title.
Oh, Mario Fart, double trash.
Mario Fart, great pooping game.
Double trash, a great pooping game. Wow.
Do you know? Well, so wait, do you guys all have Switches and Mario Kart 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I need to get one so we can do a 4-player multiplayer Monday Mario Kart.
Yeah, if you enjoy seeing Jonny as a speck on the horizon, you will love Mario Kart 8.
I actually think we need to stream with Jonny doing Mario Kart because I think people need to actually see how good he is.
We've done it.
Stupid.
We've
you
done it
did?
before.
Yeah, we
a while
did.
back.
All right, so you guys all know that. Everyone
And it was
listening knows
upsetting.
how good he is. Yeah,
It was upsetting.
There was a couple. I don't.
Yeah, you
can't
came. You were
you
going to
can't
say
even-
no. There's a couple where I came second.
You're so good that you can't even be modest about it. You can't even be like, oh, no, I'm not that good. You have to be like, oh, no, I am.
Well, it's like, to be fair, it's like since you because I mentioned to you recently that I've been playing it. We're gonna have to move on quickly, but because I've only played it for 95 hours on the Switch, which doesn't
Only
seem like a lot.
95
But when you're
hours,
actually just going through single player, like I barely played it online. So after you said that, I was like, you know what, I should probably play online. And I think I'm playing with people now. It's ridiculous. They've got like 15,000 points. I'm still winning though, which is great.
Do you win
yeah.
online?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, who
looked-
wins Mario Kart
I was
online?
looking at my online wins, and I think it was like I've done like 250 races now. I think 150 of them I've come either first, second, or third.
You're a
Which
freak.
is thanks, man. I'll take that as a compliment.
As you should.
We should move on though. Let's
Oh,
move on to the
God.
quiz. Let's move on. That's enough talk about me and Mario Kart. Let's move on. Oh, Mario Fart, double trash. Let's talk about the quiz. And I'm just gonna keep giving updates now. Daf Gape is currently on a 2-game winning streak.
God damn it.
Wee.
He's on a
Time for it to
2-game.
end, I think.
Zach, do you know the answers for this week?
Ah, no, I left them. I left them upstairs. Hold on, guys. I just gotta go get the answers that Jonny emailed me.
No, too late. Too late. Ha ha.
Too late. Ha, I got you.
You're gonna have to answer all the Zelda questions without looking at the answers.
I'm actually terrified of putting any Zelda questions in anymore. I've got a complex about
see
it.
what you've
I can't
done.
put- I can't
See
put
what
any
you've
in.
done.
We've memed them out of existence.
Yeah. We haven't had any Final Fantasy VII questions in a while either, actually. to be
No,
fair.
no.
Good.
No,
Those have
that's
gone.
true. All right. Question
It'll
number
all
one.
just be Ape Escape.
What is the name of the Metroid's home planet?
Fuck.
I have 4 answers if you want them.
I'll go for 4.
I'll go
Yeah,
for the
because
4.
when you say them, I'll know it.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. Just yeah. Go on.
Great. Is it Talon 4, Elysia, Zeebs, SR388?
Oh, say them again.
I know it.
I thought I would know it. Say it again. Sorry.
Is it Talon 4, Elysia, Zeebs, SR388?
Okay.
I think I know it. I don't know if I know how to spell it.
Okay. Do you guys all have answers?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, press enter, and Daf Weeks go first.
Talon 4?
Zach?
I believe it's Zeebs.
Daf Gape?
Talon 4.
Well, according to Metroid fandom, it's SR388. Apparently, according to
Where's
Metroid
Zeebs
fandom.
then? That's definitely a Metroid thing.
Talon 4 sounds really familiar to me.
It sounds like Star Wars. Yevon 4. Sounds like Star Wars. I think that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is.
Zach.
Yeah.
Samus's home planet is Zeebs.
I'm just picturing Super Metroid. There's like a scene, I think, where it's
Metroids, yeah.
like, it just comes up and it's like Zeebs.
But the Metroid comes from SR388.
Right.
Okay.
I just
question...
googled Talon 4 and it's a bicycle. So clearly nothing to do
Not that
with
one.
that.
Brilliant.
Okay, in Super Mario Galaxy 2, there's a secret level that you can unlock that originally featured in Super Mario 64. But can you name that level? I'm not giving you 4 options.
Say it again, sorry.
I'll read it again, but I'm not giving you 4 options because you've already got a hint with Super Mario 64. In Super Mario Galaxy 2, there's a secret level that you can unlock that originally featured in Super Mario 64. But can you name that level?
I know what the level is. I just can't remember what they call it in the game.
Well, if you get it close enough, then it's still wrong.
Dick.
No. If you
We'll see.
We'll see what you say. We'll see. All right, do you have answers?
I got an answer.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, press enter, and Zach go first.
Princess Peach's Castle.
Daf Gape.
Peach's Castle.
And Daf Weeks.
Is it Little Big Island?
It's Wump's Fortress.
Whomp's
Yeah, they remade Wump's Fortress, the second level from Super Mario 64. Did
they really?
Yeah, in Super Mario Galaxy 2, it's a secret level you can unlock, and it looks gorgeous.
Oh, I thought you said Mario Odyssey. Oh, what a dumb bitch that I am.
Oh, they did make.
Damn
they did
it.
make that one for Super Mario.
I never
Odyssey.
played Galaxy
and
2,
that
I've
looks
never got
gorgeous
it.
as well. All right,
Such a dumb bitch.
question number 3.
Such a dumb
Mr.
bitch.
Mr. Burke is a character in Fallout 3 that seeks out your help to do something particularly evil. But what was it?
Say that again?
Mr. Burke is a character in Fallout 3 that seeks out your help to do something particularly evil. But what was it?
Alright.
Okay, do you guys have an answer?
Yeah.
Here we go. Daf Gape, you're going to go first, okay? 3, 2, 1, press enter.
Blow up Megaton.
Yep, Daf Weeks.
Yeah, launch a nuke.
Yeah, and Zach.
Kill a baby.
Well, to my knowledge, I don't think he got them to kill a baby, but he did nuke Megaton. Well,
I actually remember doing that. I hadn't remembered that was that character.
Yeah. That was really sad as well, because you can go back to it. I think that was one of the first instances of like you being able to explore like something where you hugely changed the map.
Experiencing the repercussions of your actions.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you have, it is all radioactive when you go back?
I never did it, but I've seen people doing it. But I never did it. But yeah, it's because it's in the center of the town, isn't it? And
Yeah, it's more that like if you don't blow it up, it exists and like it is a fully functioning town with like side quests and stuff, or you can just blow it up.
Yeah, and you lose everything. It's just a crater. It's crazy. All right, question number 4, and this one is to the nearest dollar. Okay, Sony shocked the game world in 1995 when at E3 they walked onto the stage, announced the price of the PS1, and then walked off. How much did they say the PlayStation 1 cost in dollars? Okay. If you all have the same answer, obviously, if you all have the same answer, then that's totally fine. It's just, I'll let you be whoever gets us closest, but it could just be you all guess the same thing. All right. Okay. Daf Weeks, you're going to go first. Okay.
I think we've talked about this on the show, maybe.
I have mentioned it a couple of times.
I feel because I do have a number in my head.
I
could be
pressed
wrong
it.
there.
3, 2, 1, press enter. Daf Weeks, what did you go with?
249.
Zach, what did you go with?
I was 179.
And Daf Gape?
299.
It's 299. Daf Gape. Well
nicely done.
Wow.
Okay, question number 5. Which Nintendo game does Daisy first appear in?
Ooh.
I thought you said DayZ, as in the zombie game.
Daisy. When does Daisy take over the Mushroom Kingdom?
See, if it was Pauline, I'd know the answer.
Odyssey.
It's one of two, I think. I've got like 2 in my head, and I think this one's wrong, but whatevs.
Oh, you know what? I'm going with this one instead.
Okay. Zach, you're going to go first, okay?
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, press enter.
Mario Fart Double Trash.
Daf Gape.
Mario Golf.
Daf Weeks.
Donkey Kong.
It's Super Mario Land on the Game Boy. That's because they go to.
What? That doesn't count. That's not Daisy.
Apart, well, that's what it tells
bullshit.
me.
That's not
what
the
it tells
same
me.
person.
I mean,
Whatever.
I would have also accepted the 1993 film Super Mario Bros. In which he's portrayed by Samantha Mathis, but none of you said that. So,
So that is
gonna do?
cheap.
Donkey Kong
Cheap
is
Jonathan.
Pauline Dav.
That is Pauline,
yeah,
right?
that's Pauline. Question number 6. What was the best-selling Sony exclusive for the PS4?
PS4. God, I don't even know what
This
the
is a trick
exclusives were.
question.
Zach, you're quiet.
Oh, sorry. I don't even know what the PS4 exclusives were. I don't think.
What was the best-selling Sony exclusive for the PS4? This is not a trick question. This is a game you can only play on. Well, I guess you can play it on the PS5 if you want to, but this is a Sony exclusive. Okay, do you have answers?
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Go on. I'm ready.
I think. So Daf Gape, you're going to go first. Okay, here we go. 3. Zach, do you have an answer? Because I don't think you've had it.
Okay, no, I do have one. Okay, I just have to think. I had to think of a. Okay.
I just didn't want to be like pressing. You're like, ah!
No, I did not. I couldn't
a
think of a
Z and a
single.
Y, and it's like that game.
I couldn't think of a single exclusive. I've just come up with an exclusive. That's definitely
cool.
not the best.
All right, 3, 2, 1, press enter. Daf Gape, go first.
Marvel Spider-Man.
Daf Weeks
Yeah.
Last of Us.
and Zach.
Until Dawn.
It is everyone's favorite
gotta be Marvel
series,
Spider-Man.
Uncharted 4.
Oh, I was going to say Uncharted 4.
Really?
Uncharted 4 is the best-selling Sony exclusive for the PS4.
People love a sequel.
Did they fix it?
I mean,
Is it better now?
I played it in 2016, and all I remember about Uncharted 4 is the story was good, and there was a really beautiful moment with a mountain, and that's about it. I don't remember much else.
Celeste.
And being able to play Crash Bandicoot, that was pretty fun. Anyway, question number 7. Not including add-ons, DLCs, or mobile games, how many Call of Duty games has there been?
Not including
add-ons, DLCs, or mobile games, how many Call of Duty games has there been?
Do we have to get it right, or is it the closest one?
I guess we'll see who gets the closest, and then we'll see who gets the closest answer. I have 4 answers if you want them, but I guess it depends on whether you think you're more likely to get it right if you get the closest, or whether if I give you 4 you're going to get it right then.
Is Warzone an add-on?
No, these are Warzone's not. So Warzone's not included. That's not included. Yeah, it's not included.
All right.
So stuff like I think Warzone's probably the biggest one, really.
And Call of Duty 2 Big Red one.
Yes, well, actually, I'm going to make this distinction. So Call of Duty Big Red one is a separate game to Call of Duty 2 because they are different games. There are different things that happen in those games, even though they're both Call of Duty 2. If that
but
makes
like
sense.
Modern Warfare Remastered wouldn't count.
No, that doesn't count.
Okay, cool. All right, I've got an answer. Closest
guys,
wins or?
If you're not going to go for the 4, let's go for closest wins. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Daf Weeks go first.
12.
Zach
15.
and Daf Gape.
16.
You're all wildly off. But Dav is going to get the point because it's 24.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
That is too many shooty boys.
That is a lot of
It
shit. Bang bang.
Thing is, we're including games on the DS, including games on the PC, games on the PSP. They're all different as well. Like there's some games on the DS which are slightly different. Like the PSP one, there's slightly different versions. 24 according to Wikipedia. Okay, question number 8. The Zora evolved between Ocarina of Time. I lied about Zelda, by the way. The Zora evolved between Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker. But what is the title of the new race?
I know this, and I'm going to tell you a very weird thing that's going to make you very confused after we answer this question.
The Zora evolved between Ocarina of Time, but what are they now called?
They're
Ocarina of Time, Wind
they're
Waker.
the water ones, right?
Zora, yeah. You know what the Zora are. You've played A Link Between Worlds.
I haven't played
Also,
Between Worlds in a while.
That music when like you find the little the babies. Oh, that's not a Zora, but still, like when you find the little babies and you deliver it it's so adorable. But yeah, the Zora evolved between Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker. But what is the title of the new race?
All right.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Zach, go first.
Oh, there we go. Rito.
Dav Gape.
Zaruna.
And Dav Weeks.
Fishy boys.
Well, they're not fishy boys. Zach, what are they?
They're the Rito,
Yeah, which are
bird people.
Which is madness, because it's the Wind Waker and the whole
Right.
world is flooded.
Why did the Zora evolve, but the Gorons didn't? The Gorons that survived based on being rocks and eating rocks just died.
Yeah.
But the people who survived solely in water decided that now there's loads of water, let's not use water. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Is absolutely madness. Yeah. Like when I saw that, I was like, no. Like, surely they're just not in the game. It's just like, why have they evolved from people who love the water to living in the air?
And it's a shame
crazy.
because the suggestion then is that you can't have Rito and Zora in the same game, but then
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. The fuck were they thinking?
It's a different
thinking?
timeline. It's a different timeline.
I'm not allowed to mention
But
Breath
then
of the Wild.
why would they? Where did the
read?
Rito come from in that timeline?
I think it's.
I don't know. I don't think they know.
There's
They
a
have no fucking idea.
There's a theory on the Zelda timeline that all things have converged into one. Oh yeah. Let's move on.
But then how would you have Zora? No, thank you.
All right. Name that badly described game.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Only a
Smash Bros for Wii U.
Only a crowbar can free this man from a terrifying alien attack.
Say it again.
Only a crowbar can free this man from a terrifying alien attack.
I know this. How specific must we be?
Just I think you know what the answer is.
Okay.
So I would just say put the title down. I imagine based on what you've said, you probably already know what it is. Yeah. Only a crowbar can free this man from a terrifying alien attack. I was very proud of this one, by the way.
It's good. Although every time I think I get it right, and then I don't get it right, so I think I have to be right this time.
Usually, when Daf Weeks doesn't know, he just puts Pokemon Red and Blue, and it's going to be right one of these days.
I mean, he's normally right.
Ash Ketchum going around battering people with a crowbar.
I don't have a clue what this is.
Dav, I'm going to have to take.
I don't know if any of us
guess,
have played this game.
Yeah, I'm trying to rattle my brain for something.
Throw out a little guess.
I think I got this.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
All right,
write anything. Just put an answer.
Let me just write it in. All right.
Okay, we'll start with Daf Weeks.
Come to me
3,
first.
2, 1, press enter.
Come to me first.
Okay, we've got Daf Gape first. Off you go.
Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz.
I love it, but the answer is Daf Weeks.
It's Half-Life.
And
What?
Zach, I guess.
Half-Life.
Only a crowbar can free this man from a terrifying
Freeman.
alien attack. Gordon Freeman.
It's really
You
good.
know what? I didn't even get the free man pun there, but well
Can
done.
I say I
was
was
a really good
very
one.
proud
That's
of
a
that.
really
I thought
That was very, very clever.
it was about half an hour before we started. I was like, I don't have one. I need to do one. That's Half-Life. What a game! I love. I when I was a kid, it came out like '98, I think it was. I remember my cousin playing it, and I was just like, holy shit, this looks amazing.
Have you played it?
Me? Yeah, I one
Yeah.
or two. One or two. They're both brilliant.
I never played any of them.
I remember when I played it and I was getting really into filming stupid little things before I went to film school. And I really wanted to film myself smashing roast chickens with a crowbar in homage.
Please tell me you did this.
I hope
I
you did.
didn't do
Yeah,
it because
seriously.
I would
I
have had to buy a lot of chicken.
I hope that was your application to film school as well. I hope that was the video.
My
that got you
application wasn't much better, to be honest.
in. Smashing cake just with a crowbar instead. All right,
I
question
want to
number
play
10.
VR Half-Life David.
Yeah.
Daf Weeks, smashing chickens with crowbars.
Smashing lots of like poultry and just go through Tesco basically, just smashing
Yeah.
everything inside. All right, question number 10. Who voices Lucy Stillman in Assassin's Creed? I have 4 options for this if you want it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Dav, does anyone want to go with this? Dav Gape wants it. Dav Weeks doesn't. I don't think Zach does either. No.
Oh, damn you both. Okay.
I actually just played the beginning of Assassin's Creed 2 on stream a couple of weeks
really?
ago. And it's one of my favourite actresses, incidentally.
Lucy Stillman.
Yeah, she's great. She's great.
Very
She's your matey
talented-
boy from
very
the
talented
future,
person.
isn't she?
She's what?
She's your matey boy from the future, isn't she?
She's
Yes.
a matey boy, yeah.
She's your matey boy.
All right, so
Although, is she by the end of it? Isn't she like evil or something
I
at the
can't
end?
remember.
I think she's evil at the end.
I don't
which is
know.
Dumb. Yeah, because like I think Desmond kills her.
Whoa,
Spoilers.
spoilers.
Yeah, in Assassin's Creed 3 from 10 years ago.
right, I've got the answer.
Okay, you got the answer. All right, 3, 2, 1. Dav Weeks, what you got?
Laura Bailey?
Zach
It's Kristen Bell.
and Dav Gape.
Barbara Windsor.
May she rest in peace. It is not Barbara Windsor. It is.
Get out of my animus!
It's Kristen Bell. Kristen Bell. I also love how like she was like one of the first people to really I guess one of the first people to do a video game, even though she was massive. I mean, I guess you had before that with like GTA, but it wasn't like GTA was the one series known for like big famous actors.
But her career was not as she wasn't as much of a household name at the time because she was doing like Heroes.
Was it Veronica Mars?
Dude, she was
Veronica
Veronica
Mars.
Mars.
Yeah.
And
She was already a household name in my eyes.
All right, gents, we're this is anyone can win. Anyone can win.
Oh,
Dav Weeks
really?
is on 2. Zach Hamilton's on 3. and Daf Gape is on 3. So this is the tie break. This is an actual tie break this time. Antonio Montero from the USA has the world's largest collection of video games, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. But how many games does he own?
Who is it? Antonio
Montero from the USA has the world's largest collection of video games, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. But how many games does he own?
Okay.
Okay, do you guys have a little guessy guess?
Yeah.
See, I always love these because it's like you have to really balance about whether you're going to go really high or like not
more
go so high.
conservative.
Like, where'd you go?
I feel like it's like somewhere in between both of those.
Okay. All right, here we go. I'm just going to read it from Daf Weeks, Zach, to the Tab Gape. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, presenter. Daf Weeks, what'd you go with?
Oh,
12,000.
Zach, what did you go with?
14,000.
And Daf Gape?
12,345.
That is
Well,
so
I already
close.
know the winner.
We're in the
'cause
ballpark there, aren't we?
I already know the winner. It's 20,139, which means Zach has taken
Yes!
Hey!
Don't call it a comeback.
It's taking the win. I mean, to be fair, you were tied with Dav, so even if it was just 1 point, you would have won. But that is it. That's the end of podcast number 40. Thank you very much for listening today. I hope you enjoyed our Mario fart conversation. If you enjoyed the show, then please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Tell your friends and give us a review or a comment because that would mean the world to us.
Submit your favourite pooping game.
Yes, submit your favourite pooping game. I just want to put a shout out to Cutty as well, who's always talking on YouTube, on commenting on our videos and stuff.
Big shout out to Cutty.
Big shout out to Cutty. We love you so much. Gabe, what are you going to say?
Game that you play while pooping, not a game of pooping.
Good point. Yeah,
with
good
the actual
clarification.
pooping.
Yeah, we need to
good
distinguish.
clarification.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about that stuff.
No, send that to my personal inbox.
Yeah, send that to Zach directly.
Videos.
Yeah.
Videos.
Oh no, what have we done?
But yeah, we are supported by loads of wonderful people over on Patreon. So to everyone that contributes, thank you so much. Again, we really appreciate it. And if you would like to support us, then please go ahead and check out our page, Video Games Ahoy, where you can pay £1, £5, £10, or anything you'd like. And if you don't want to or you can't, that's absolutely fine. We've had a lot of support from a lot of people, especially on Twitch recently. So you can always find us over there as well. So please just continue being amazing and we'll continue loving you regardless. So thank you so much. We also are sponsored, we are affiliated with Green Man Gaming. So if you do have any gaming needs and want to look for some delicious deals, then heading over to Green Man Gaming via the link in the description. We're all streaming at the moment. We're doing a pretty good job. In fact, was it every day last week we streamed?
Yeah.
Every single day last week, you would have seen one of us. So,
Who streamed on Saturday?
I mean, other than Saturday, but I think Dav and Zach are looking forward to doing some cool stuff, which we don't really want to talk about yet. We might hold off until we've got a concrete plan.
More than happy to talk about it. I'm definitely going to be there this Saturday.
Oh, this Saturday, yeah.
Among Us on Angelo O Baby's Twitch stream. It's Angelo O Baby, all one word.
Yep.
On Twitch. 5:30 p.m. on Saturdays.
So if you've already listened to this podcast in the UK and you're like, do you know what? I want to watch some Among Us. Do that.
Yeah.
Tune in. But yeah, they've got something cool in store for everyone in a couple of weeks' time, hopefully, as well.
Oh, that. Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Let's not tell anyone.
And that's what I don't want to say. If you haven't already, check out Zach's recent Resident Evil VR experience on YouTube, because that's just gone up, and it is equal parts scary and hilarious. It's scalarious, okay? So check that out.
Hilarious.
I just came up with that on the spot, by the way, so I apologize if it's bad. We are Video Games Ahoy, and we'll see you next week.
Ahoy!
Ahoy!